Where do we stand? Nothing here. We got the poison antidote. So more or less clear the place or just head south. I'm inclined to at least take a look at the other areas even if I don't want to clear them fully. The thing is, if I go there, I'm gonna end up having to kill them anyway.
Leave me alone! I'm no friend!
Silver dragon. Three dragons. I'm more or less just curious how much experience we will get from the Silver Dragon. Loot wise, we're gonna get a couple of very standard containers, that's it. But still, since there is a shopkeeper there, I might as well loot the area very thoroughly. Not close enough for the certification case to work on us, but if Blue Dragon is, for example, dead already. I'm not sure if he's technically dead, meaning I might get this experience from the bashing his loot. More shit. Blue Dragon down. 58 experience points. Oh, his breath attack. I don't know what the hell that was. I'm gonna stay the spectator attack so we can ignore it. Okay, Silver Dragon, how much you're worth? 91. Pretty much standard enemy. No, but not even a mini boss. We'll have to pretty much fully loot these guys, because otherwise we can't get to the lootable bodies. But I'm increasingly getting sick of this. It's just too much fighting. 10,000 for a level up. There's nothing particularly dangerous here. Full plate, potentially somewhat useful. Damage bonus versus chaotic neutral, thanks. Still, thanks for the recipe itself. This looks like there's a secret somewhere here. I don't see a door accessing this corner. It's a bit too big to be just an empty area. Right, these have to be looted thoroughly, so we'll leave them for last.
Here you meet your end!
I think there's a Medusa. Right, so. Was being the word here. A couple of wizards, not anything dangerous. It probably wouldn't be a horrible idea to try to kill them first. Single wizard with a defensive spell screen is not gonna be a problem. You have to be a fairly high level caster and with an acid shield. Ooh, multiple. That wizard is dead. Could also go with power attack mode. It's not like it's gonna increase the damage we take. Now they're all dead actually. Need to get out. I think he hasted himself. Got enough attack power that it was becoming a problem. And I didn't want to use anything. Well, the spellcaster is still there, apparently. Two of them, in fact. Okay. First time in a long time where there was a serious threat of dying. But that's we were almost killed by first level spells though. So that's easy to counter. However, yeah, I definitely ignored some of the wizards. So could have just chosen targets a little bit differently. That would have been just as good. I don't actually want the trap here, but to do a little bit of a cleanup of the area. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. I'll loot all these. Yes. Okay. So currently our weakness is we cannot protect ourselves from magic. Not to the extent we need to, at least. I think I still have a little bit of magic resistance though, so we're not totally worthless on that front. Right. I looted these before. Yes.
To the fight! Onward!
Okay. Immunity to paralysis. Here's the thing. I'm not sure if immunity to paralysis and immunity to mind affecting spells covers the exact same area. There certainly is going to be overlap, and I think mind affecting is the better one. I'm not sure if they're exactly... Does every paralysis immunity fall under mind affecting? I'll hold on to this plate for now. I'll put it in some kind of a container. The thing is, I'm thinking petrification might be included one of those. I'm not sure, but at least there's a possibility. Clangeddin Wayward Axe, electrical damage, electrical resistance, saving throws, electrical, on hit stun. Good axe. It's so worthless to me. True Seeing +2 shield, not a bad one. I mean, we're using a strength shield +1. True Seeing would allow us to engage mages even if they go invisible easily. And it is a problem. But True Seeing can be achieved through a lot of other means too, so I don't think it's yeah, but those other means can also be dispelled. I still don't want to do that. I'm gonna keep an eye out on potions. Losing potions. I'm pretty sure I've spotted them right here and there. Not sure if we can buy them though. But if we can always have enough. I mean, money isn't exactly an issue. We're above 4 million again. Bonus damage, Divine, 2 points. Best gloves so far. Damage gloves. Fire damage, 2. Divine is better. Wonder what's the point of even giving you conversation bonuses to some of those skills, because nothing uses it. Bonus damage versus neutral. A bit too specific to be useful. 50% immunity to piercing damage. I sort of want to hold on to something like this. Although I would prefer the percentage to be higher, but that's a significant one. I feel like you'd have to have a much more specialized build in mind for that to be a good idea. Or a very specific enemy you can have trouble dealing with through other means. But I don't think this type of fighter I'm playing is that character. Because our biggest threat is high-level mages, really, and then very highly skilled fighters. Mainly because I'm not going fully into certain type of areas. I'm sort of all over the place, so I can easily deal with the trash that has a wide variety. But you could easily make a much more narrowly focused fighter. I know I would have big problems with that. Big B's interposing hand, level 15, 1 charge per use, 15 uses. These wands are ridiculously powerful. Whoever relies on those would probably have no trouble taking on any individual target at least. Couldn't handle issues quite as easily as us though. I mean, just go in there and beat the shit out of everything. But I have trouble seeing how they could lose to anyone. I mean, those wands are all over the place and they're like 50 charges each. Immunity to paralysis, improved evasion. That's on a ring format too. So definitely holding on to that one until we at least check if mind affecting and paralysis are the same. What potions do I have? Shield of Fate, what the hell does this even do? Like +1 to armor class. Death Ward, Clarity, no fear, rubbish. Ghostly Visage. This war, for example, protects us from magic missiles easily. So, let's put it there. The other one would be True Seeing. We do have the See Invisible though. Ethereal Visage would be a better version of the Ghostly Visage. Invisibility Purge, unlimited uses. Again. True Seeing, right. It's sort of a brownish potion. True Seeing, 900. Yeah, we can get them, but not in sufficient quantity, really. Okay, this again highlights the problem what we have. They have most of the time goes to management. I hate this. I need to get out of this. We need to at least limit the looting significantly. I'm thinking gems and how much money do I have? 4.3 million. Gems and recipes mainly. Maybe armor, weapon, shield. Interesting items on top of that. Because the fact that is most of our gear that we have is still something I just bought. Nothing's changed on that front. Yeah. Likelihood that I'll sometimes use these is pretty much 0. But that only highlights the issue. Why the fuck am I gathering more if I have bags full of the stuff and I have over 4 million gold pieces?
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
We really should rest.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Kill the wizards.
Good of all!
cleric. Get a cleric. Now there's Strider attacking us through spells, but Striders have like 2 magic missiles and then they're down. Unless it's an actual wizard. We're not care about them. Also, a little bit of problem with teleporting enemies. So what's working bad. The game doesn't seem to be sure where everyone is, so they're getting overlapping somehow, putting each other to the side. Not that it matters too much. They're slightly annoying. Only a puzzle. We try to go for the certain type of jewelry. They're very valuable. They don't really take any space, no any carry weight. At the same time, if I just keep taking everything, I'm back to square one, so gotta give up something. Actually, ooh, belts I feel and cloaks should be okay. Especially cloaks would have a lot of damage resistances. White dragon.
That's it, you're done!
Full of other types of dragons. A lot of trash. There's a Medusa there though. Have to be somewhat careful.
The good of all!
And a Medusa does not have an infinite amount of these petrification cases per day. Five or six maybe. I think most of the guys who are here are petrified at this point. The wizard. No, 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 no. Get the walking wizard.
Soleno Samatka.
Lesser spell mantle. I'll start looting again at some point, without a doubt. But I feel like I have to have a bit more of a need for it. That's the old puzzle again. Yeah, the idea of multiple dungeons with random puzzles sounds like a wonderful idea until you realize that there's like 3 or 4 of them puzzles in total. Then you just repeat the same over and over again. Interesting looking armor. Hopefully I'll just get experience out of this. And secret room maybe? I mean, why do I see it otherwise? Could be that we'll get a portal there. Right. Oh. Right, there's a red one. The rest are all north. No, one northeast. Two 2,800 experience points. Thank you very much. That was worth it. Very much worth it. But it's all busy work. I mean, yeah, you have to solve the puzzle a different way every time, but it's not like it's missing some condition that would make it a little bit more challenging, or something where you'd have to take a few pictures.
Here you meet your
Apparently,
end.
it's just not quite there. I'm not quite sure what it's using. So there's way too many pictures here. That's a problem. I'm stuck. So this could be a problem. We're not affected by mind affecting, so we might as well throw it a little bit there. Buy me time, possibly. Do something. Now, I need to see invisible things. Attack the fucking mage, you piece of shit. Actually, this is nice. There's enough damage here that they're probably gonna kill themselves. Need one of the mages to die. Yep.
Here you meet your end!
That's a 4th or 5th level attack spell. That's a bit of a problem. Right. I think we need to try to address that sooner rather than later. But again, target selection was more than sufficient to solve the issue. Just couldn't get the large size of the enemy just cornered me very effectively this time. I couldn't go after the good targets. Still, that is a problem in and of itself. Really just an excuse in the end. If I can't get to the targets through normal means, I have to either increase my defenses or find another way to get to the targets. No ifs or buts about it. There shouldn't be anything else of interest here, but again, we are seeking out certain targets from these levels besides the obvious ones. I think most of them are on level 3 though, not on level 2. This would be to find some random guy from that level and you get 2 to 3,000 experience points. That sort of crap. What is that? That is a secret. Ah, I already discovered it apparently. Didn't know it. It's always risky. Our friends will teleport there with us for some reason. And saving the game takes forever now. I wonder what it is. Is it these levels or is it the huge amount of followers I have? Yep,
To the
we'll have
fight!
to attack.
Onward! By the Mother's Wrath!
I think melee is our weakness. The casters will also take something died. Plot Giver quest failed. I'm not gonna go there. It's not worth it. A single rogue just ran through my ranks and stabbed the correct guy. Not worth it. I think the load times and save times increasing is at least partly because the dungeons levels themselves have gotten greater. And since they are probably not really stored in anything to static because they have to be able to recreate them as necessary. So that probably also takes a lot of time to save. There's, for example, no auto saves when we move through areas, while they usually are, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the information usually done is not to be saved normally, not in this module, because it can. The file it probably made, or some of the info in place, is not saved anymore. I think it's done by dungeon basis. You are generating an area for the first time when you go there, so I don't think anything exists beforehand.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Plot giver. Ah, shit. Because we don't have enough of those. Oh, look. I don't see casters.
Here you
Fighters.
reach your end!
They have 2 magic missiles each. They're not a fault. Also, even magic missiles have to be casted after haste for them to be a real problem. 4,500 for level up. We're already at level 42. At the same time we started on level 5. There's probably at least one greater dungeon after this. Could be the Talisters at the end of that, or at the end of something bigger. So point is, there's potential at least still great room for leveling up. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. But it just doesn't mean character levels. It's gear too. There's probably a secret door here. Corner is again a little bit too big. Right, there it is. Saving just in case it's another one where we have to kill something. Although I don't want to do this because it takes so long.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
By the Mother's wrath! No escape! I'll see you dead! To the fight!
Quick and worse. Black crate of blackness. Not sure what's so special about these. I think the secret itself is really the big deal. Because if you choose the rogue focused areas, it probably is a big thing on secrets and puzzles. So that's where you get your points and experience. Heads of State. The heads of states are a collection of decapitated heads stolen from graves and tombs of nobles and politicians from the surface. What started off as a prank by a group of goblins has turned into a game in Undermountain, where different tribes of monsters will try to collect these heads. The more heads a tribe has, the more prestige they get. The original tribe of goblins has made a huge amount of gold, supplying a steady stream of heads for the Undermountain collectors. Makes sense to me. Attack bonus versus lawful good +3. Again, a little bit too specific for my taste. It will probably apply to certain celestials, pretty much only. So almost no one. There's a single wizard, but we're in a place where we're hard to target, so I don't care.
I will cut you down to size! Oh! I will cut you down to size!
Do it.
I will cut you down to size!
Pretty sure I've seen this cloak before. It's one of the Halaster cloaks. So it will not provide me with anything new, but it was fairly valuable. Oh, lord. My mate unhappily wants for you to speak with a rock named Ebered. Ebered can be found on level 2. Once you have spoken to Ebered, a rock will remunerate you with 5,500 gold and experience. Sure. So that's a must-have. 5,500 is a huge amount. That's an instant level up at this stage. We can probably get a 10,000 plus from completing all these quests. That means epic levels are within reach, really, if this continues. We would want Weapon Master 10, Fighter 10. It is not the optimal selection as far as attack bonus is concerned, but it allows you to get to epic Weapon Master levels faster. That's a lot of spellcasting power. We need to interrupt some of them. Ooh, the Medusa will do our work for us. It's within a lot of striking distance of them while we are outside of striking distance. So there's gonna be a lot of petrified enemies here. By a lot, I mean 0 so far. Well, she'll keep trying. Dragon. So, this one will work. Got the Umber hold too. So, anything useful? Interesting looking gauntlet. Looks like it could be a strength gauntlet. Bonus wizard level slots. Level 0 spells. Isn't that wonderful? Hopefully this doesn't get worse. Simple quick save should not be this type of a heavy process. It sort of leads me to play increasingly safe with a lot of these equipment setups. Because I cannot afford loading really. It takes so long.
Mother's wrath!
The cleric. Right, we're in a little bit of a threat because of the sneak attacker that started. We can get rid of the cleric, there's no real threat of getting seriously hit anymore. I think I'll do a more thorough looting at the moment we find a map section that has I think this is a Paladin's, Dark Paladin's armor. It's worthless to us, I just want to confirm my hunch. We'll do more thorough looting if we have a merchant in the map. Every time else we'll do this superficial one where we sort of cherry pick a few items and clear out the enemies of gems and recipes out of these. But leave most of it behind. Every Warhammer has to come with us, every power shield and every full plate. The rest is okay already, but those are things we can't get good ones from shops buying them. At least haven't been able to so far. Any places I haven't visited yet? No. Well, I visited that one. That's where we entered, I think. Right.
To the fight! Onward!
We need to visit that one. That's not sure if that's fully completing the quest they gave me. But west. Pretty sure I can also talk to one of these to get some experience. Still, it is not
Hold this
overly
place.
important
Let
right
nothing
now.
uproot you.
It'll become important if we are forced into a situation where one of them will probably die. and we'll squeeze as much experience and money out of them as we can, and just leave it to chance who lives and dies. Also, I'm not sure I see the benefit of this system in general.
Hold this place.
Assuming you
Let
want to play a
nothing
stealth
uproot
character, for example, good luck with that. Good luck with that indeed. Out of my way, you piece of shit. Need to get rid of the dragon quickly. A couple of critical hits. Opposition is fairly weak. We just need to make sure that none of them go after the guys there. Yeah, that is exactly what you don't want to do. You need someone to intercept the guy.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Clerics is staring at my allies there, like that. Right, we can already see them. Damn it. Large enemy groups just continue and continue. Well, on the positive side, if we ever get good recipes, we will certainly have the gems for them. That is an interesting looking cloak. I want it. Anvil and a plot giver. Chorus. Chorus of course of course. Area exit. Encampment. Plot giver. Wonderful. Just find all of this so quickly. Our tribe requires for you to gather Irvin's mechanical jumper. Some fought on creatures of level 2, level 3, and I will remunerate. Okay. And he joins me. 200 gold for each. That's nice. You have any?
Hold this place. Let
He,
nothing uproot you.
Zacharil offers more than the other guy. The other guy offered 100 something. He offers 200 for each. I think it's an automatic thing and it goes up as you level up. More or less, but there's still some variation in those.
Here, follow me.
Yes, please follow me, because the camp is probably a fairly safe place. So our happy little family can be safe there. Medusa hireling, nothing else. That is disappointing. And I can see the gratification gaze just causing me an endless
Hold this
amount of
place.
trouble.
Let nothing uproot you.
I suppose the good thing about the hirelings would be that you can take them with you without any worry. Find a good one, a regenerating one, equip it, and it'll last through the entire dungeon. In the initial dungeons, I'm not sure it wouldn't really been all that good of an idea, even if you could do it. Depends on your class, I suppose. I still think any kind of support class is gonna
Hold
be a
this
nightmare
place.
here.
Let nothing uproot
Unless you change the... And don't play random dungeons, but you just choose a mage or a rogue one. I can't get to the casters there. Just pick a target and beat the shit out of it, I guess. We'll have to suck up some spells. More mages, yeah, a lot of mages. This is bad. I'll take Ghostly Visage at this point. It'll neutralize magic missiles, it's a little bit of a thing. At least they can spam me to death with shit spells. I don't think we should go there. They've spent a lot of time buffing themselves. They're well protected. However, the fire shield won't last all this long. There's half something there. Not sure what the fuck it is. Half orc rogue somewhere there. There it is. Like a 1 pixel. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Still, 913 creatures killed, and it's for this dungeon only. That's just an excessive amount. There's no way getting around that. It feels like I've killed those 1000 guys too. That's the worst part, I think. Because they're just similar group after similar group after similar group after similar group after similar group. So, in the same tactical situation, someone copy-pasted a lot of fights. Probably randomly placed here through some kind of a algorithm. So, what are you gonna do? This is the only time I will do this kind of a heavy fighting thing like this, where we kill most of the things. I feel like just going invisible and looking around the important areas would be a superior way to do this.
Here you meet your end!
At the same time, I can't deny that we've gotten a lot of experience on this. Multiple level ups. And we haven't really completed any of the quests, which all reward multiple thousands of exalted points. So this is by far being the most experience point we reached in the dungeon so far. By a huge margin. It also has taken forever to actually complete. And we're still not even in the third level. I'm assuming it's the last one because no one refers to the fourth level. I think if you ignore the quests, the exploration would be a lot easier, because that's the only reason to go to every place, is to find the missing people and the missing treasures, so you can farm experience with the plot triggers, the huge amount of plot triggers you have. So if you would ignore that, there would be no reason to explore it. You should basically just go around the areas looking for where the boss fight is going to be, or where some specific quest line might be. Full plate. Yeah, I don't really have the room for it anymore. There might come a day where the elemental shield will save my ass. I can do stone skins and elemental shields quite a lot, so if there's a superior fighter, we can even the odds by using an elemental shield. It would not be all that odd. The main thing is because we lack a good weapon, so if we encounter a guy with a strong weapon that's a good fighter, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Yeah, look at this. Just multiple dragons, huge armies of wizards and other crap. Kill the goddamn wizard. Shaman next. Oh, really stuck here. I'm not going anywhere. It's really the Umber Hulks that are here in hell. They're suppressing the enemy more than I can ever. And they're too stupid to open the gate. That also helps. Yeah, they're attacking each other. Improved evasion is another thing that's helping quite a lot here, because if I make my saving throw, I'm not taking.
You'll soon be hanging from your tongue! Here you
That's a level up. Didn't expect to get to level up so soon. But the amount of fighting is quite excessive, so I suppose I should have been expecting this. I sort of thought I might have to get to the plot to reward before I get to level up. Not even close. Oh, petrified people. Oh, there's Medusa. That explains it. Didn't even notice her. Thought the hissing was coming from the Yampi that was attacking us. I guess some of it was. Fighter or Weapon Master levels. Fighter might be more useful at this stage. In some ways it doesn't really matter. I have no idea what I should take with the rest of the levels though. We're gonna keep doing fighters because the attack bonus alone is useful. So Weapon Master to 10 first. We're gonna get an extra armor class point next. After two more levels. I guess we're pushing spellcraft forward. I mean, it helps. It's not a huge thing, but it helps. So we could get Tumble 10, Spellcraft 10 at the same time. Right, what to pick? I don't want a knockdown. It's useful, but honestly, I don't give a crap. Extra survivability. Do we have energy resistance? Right, that might not be a horrible idea. It's 5 point natural resistance to an energy. So why not take fire, for example, or acid? Acid would not really help that much, because the acid resistance we're looking for needs to be a lot higher. But fire wouldn't be all that bad. Just 5-10 point shave off of that, and it turns it into a trivial thing. Blind finding might be another thing, but except nothing can cause blindness anymore. I'm protected from that. Great Cleave would have some benefits. It would currently, if I kill someone, let's say on my first strike, I get a follow-up strike, but the rest of the attacks are usually wasted on that turn. Great Cleave would use up those extra attacks on that turn. So you think it wouldn't show all that much, but consider the amount of enemies we killed here, for example. That's a lot of extra attacks that you get. It's also true though that it's not really needed. It helps more with the trash than it helps with any powerful opponents. Brute initiative. We would attack first on a turn. It's not that big of a deal, but it is useful because it determines who interrupts who kills who first, and so forth. We could go for saving throws too. We have good fortitude saving throws and reflex saving throws, but we are relying on those to keep the damage to minimum. So why not just invest in them more? Especially the reflex save is doing a lot of good. We were bombarded with a lot of spells, but we dodged most of it. Exotic weapon proficiency is a waste. Toughness would also be somewhat useful, but it will not give that many hit points. I think saving throws, energy resistances would be things to focus on. Currently, fire and acid is common. Acid especially comes in low quantities. Fire sort of too, like minor damage here and there. But if we want to counter the effect of me hitting enemy shields, we need something better than resist energy offers. So I'm thinking maybe lightning reflexes. Fortitude would save. Fortitude would help against petrification only. Reflex would save against a lot of things, and it's +2 for free. So survivability increases one way or another. Reflex save goes to 13, our highest now. Still, the magic damage is by far our greatest threat. No denying that. Also, it'd be nice if you could loot in some other way than this. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to get the exact character you want to target. I would have to loot everything for the body to disappear. In some ways this was an upgrade, because it was always a problem when you kill an enemy and it just turns into a bag of loot. Because it's very non-immersive. But on the other hand, it is very convenient when you have a lot of enemies. At the same time, in typical situations you would loot everything anyway, so... And I think if we rearrange things a little bit, we can get the shield. Right. How much for the next level up? Probably can get there if we completed all the quests at this moment. But that's not possible. That's not possible for some time. Yeah, 15,000. Still, this level is completed. Where do we go from here? Gotta be north. Gotta be north. Wait, have I been in this big room? Yes, I think so. No, definitely no. Well, shit.
The good
The
of
wizard.
all! No escape! I'll see you dead!
Good sneak attack damage. Goes right through my defenses. Mini boss. We might be getting new loot again, because we did a level up. Something to consider. Holy shit. That looks amazing. I have to have it. I don't think it is all that amazing, but whatever. Random cloak gets the... We're gonna ditch it. I would guess that's a set item of some sort. It doesn't mean it's any good, but I need to see what it is. Head of state. Was it someone already in the group that wanted the heads of state? We have two guys who wanted those jumping rule pieces. Mechanical frogs of some sort. So they're gonna be staying with me until the end of the entire dungeon. Please have a merchant. Please, please, please have a merchant.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
I sort of think the big problem with the loading is also the heavy fighting areas. Ooh, there is a camp and an animal. Actually, I don't want to destroy that. Because I need to lock these guys in if there's a fight on the other side. Or when there's a fight on the other side. Wait. Rogues, wizards, clerics. Right. I need to get at least rid of one of the wizards. Come on, I need a good hit. There we go. There's no way I can. Taking much more damage. Please double damage here for this area. Can I bypass by using a whirlwind attack? Probably not. Just one. God damn it, just I should heal this a little bit. I'll use an action. No point taking risks here. It is a real problem, the shield. It is a good problem. If I cast True Sight Potion on myself, I can at least attack. Once they have enough protections on, it's not a simple matter. I'm gonna need an actual damage reduction fire of some sort. So fire and damage reduction, fire and acid damage reduction items have to be available. Preferably in ring forms or rings. That also means those rings cannot contain any viable ops. They have to be in belts and necklaces and rings. Anything but rings. Even if I take magic immunities on the high level, those guys will still be a problem. Because I can't just sit around and wait for them to kill me. Or lose all their spells. Need to be able to go on the offensive, and as long as they have the shield, it's well, it's at least troublesome. Ooh, that's a good helmet for taking it. I don't care what it takes, we're taking it. That's the type of helmet that gives you a lot of immunities, for example. I don't think that's it, but that's the type. That's the look it has. Naturally, it can probably come from any helmet, technically, but game seems to care a little bit about that sort of consistency. It uses existing items in certain cases. So if you have encountered any kind of a specific item you like in one of the other adventures, there's a good chance you can encounter it here too as random loot, even if it was a companion item of some sort. Critical hit immunity. But physical combat is not really the problem so far. At the same time, our armor class is nothing special anymore. It's basically standard at this point. And you killed the camp, of course you did. It had a nerf. Yeah, that's a little bit too much for this group here. Even if I would have run directly at that,
Here you meet your end!
Looking at our current selection of enemies, death immunity and mind effect immunity are things I can't keep up with anymore, because everyone has a lot of auras and things like that. I've noticed a couple of instant death spells too. At least what I think are instant death spells. So death immunity has flashed there. So we're running sort of a short list on what we could really keep up when we start speaking French. Low green light. Perfect recipe, really. Vampiric regeneration +2. Thank you very much. That's what we have now, and it's not particularly good, but doesn't mean I want to downgrade it. The armor. I think we might want to consider ditching existing things at this point. I mean, full plate +3 is fine, but it's also it's common. It's nothing special anymore. So adding a random armor of any similar type might be more sensible investment at this point. Still, running out of space real quick. We'll have to buy more magic bags no matter what. And we'll have to do some serious inventory management. I am not looking forward to that. But new threats, new levels, something has to change. Yeah, these random groups of enemies are so goddamn massive that if there isn't a door separating them from some kind of important character, we're just gonna lose every one of them. Don't make a mistake already. Kill these casters. They're mostly just also dragons. a little bit more serious, but they're still not great spellcasters. We have few average mid-level spells, and then they're yeah, we started about 15,000 before level up. Now it's 31,000. I'm pretty sure by the time I reach level 3 I might be looking at another level up. Fighters random gun. This is it. It's a sea of pods. Who's that one? Wizard. Amazing that gold dragons are standard enemies. We're at 55 XP. Another issue though that's high. Ooh, that's yeah, Lich Kalu. Not useful for us, but it's great. Why? It's important to do monsters well in every place. Dragon is not a special thing because it's dragon, it's only that if you make it special. Otherwise it's just crap. So bring the leader here. Guarantee. The ringleader probably has massive sneak attack. We're gonna get a few magic missiles casted. And this is another extra 1,000 XP. Yeah. 6 enemies and they'll bring it. Ah. Annoying music, huge amount of enemies just thrown at you. You think it would somewhat be engaging or not dull, but it is incredibly dull. Precisely because it lacks order. There's no purpose to it, there's no tactical fighting, just you endure and you hack things down. Reflex save, success. Yeah, the plus 13 there is good. Also plus 1 from spell attack that goes into plus 2. So if the investments are worth it, we are getting results there. Right, the only big problem is that we can't dump the equipment anywhere. Can't identify anything. Can't try to buy level appropriate gear. I think it might have been now a couple of levels ago before, since I last saw a merchant. Ah, that's a good looking cloak. I don't care about the bow anymore. What else? What else can we do? Another head of state. I need to really talk to these guys. They might be able to take some of this crap away from me. that it? That's it. There's clearly a secret room there. I'm not sure if I want to go. Likely end result is just I have to load. Also, I seem to recall there was some other item I needed to pick up. Some kind of a weird sounding item. Not the head of state, that was one of them definitely, but there was something else.
Here, follow me.
I want to see if there's a secret door here too. Friendly area there, but why would I really bother? What would I gain? The answer is probably nothing. Nothing good. Likely just lose someone. Okay, how does things look now? I think we should go south. Back where we came from. I would still very much like to get to a merge. There are some in the old areas that we've already explored, so it's not like I can't get to one no matter what. I think there's one area at the west where I have to scout. But I'm not sure if we have any specific quests otherwise in this area. We've definitely explored this fully, so... Ah. Further west. Definitely further west. Was there a merchant here? No, there was like a single Medusa or something. Medusa hireling, I think. Fingers crossed for the merchant. I'll end either way.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Puzzle. One of these. Anything besides a puzzle? No. Yeah, I think I'll just leave things here. Everyone into the puzzle room.
Follow me.
I'm not sure if this is all that secure though. Seem to be locked doors everywhere. I suppose I can dump some in the stuff in someone else's inventory. It's not like that's not an option. So they can carry the worst of it. I mean, if I find any interesting loot that I can't pick up anymore at this point, but still very much would like to actually get to a merchant. At this point, 100,000 plus items should be readily available there. Hopefully we'll get a +4 weapon or armor. It's been at least one level up, probably two. So there's a good chance things have upgraded a little bit.